It's your boy Box Carlito, man, rocking out with Fuchsia's TV. If you ain't with it, you need to get with it.
I was down bad, I had no choice but to run it up. Trapped in the slums, tough as they come, can't make it out where I'm coming from. Living the life of the ice, paying the price, no thinking about sacrifice. Play after play every day, these niggas wanna live it, the crackers wanna give me life. Counting up these millions, oh what a feeling, man, these crackers wanna give me.
Yeah, it's your boy Box Carlito checking in. You know what it is.
Man. For the people that don't know, let the people know where you coming from, man. Where you representing?
Well, shit, I'm representing the Dell, but coming from all over the 919.
Yeah.
Raleigh, Durham, some parts of Chapel Hill, some parts of the country, Wendell, Knightdale, Zebulon. Shit, I'm coming all over, but Knightdale is what I'm representing.
Okay. Now, a lot of people know about Raleigh area, the Durham area, you know, Charlotte, Greensboro. Let the people know about the Knightdale area, though, man. Like, what's it like out there?
Shit, it was the sticks. Now I got a little bit of traffic, but shit, just coming up out there, man. You know, just a country area, trying to get it how you live. You know what I mean? I won't no real projects and shit like that out there, but it was more like country shit, busting guns in the woods, shit like that. You know, niggas doing crazy shit like that. It won't really, you know, like Raleigh, but at the end of the day, we right here.
Most definitely. So would you say like your background was like you grew up in the streets?
I mean, yeah, but I don't glorify it, you know what I mean? Like, you know, yeah.
Okay. Now I see you got the chain around your neck, you know what I'm saying?
Little drip.
Got the watch on, man. How much would you say you got like in jewelry right now?
All in all, or on me now?
On you now and all in all?
Shit. Probably like, it's about 80, it's 50, fucking 10.
It's about 140.
Yeah, about 140, yeah.
Was it always like this though?
Nah, hell no. Fuck no. Anybody who know me, you know where I'm coming from, know it wasn't like this. Far from it, really.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had to make a way. Like, I'm sure a lot of other people had to make a way. I don't think anybody was just blessed in the game with, you know, expensive jewelry, anything like that. I think you had to go get it unless, you know, like I said, you was privileged or, you know what I mean, different circumstances. But not even taking away people who, you know, are privileged. I mean, you got to still work to maintain what you got, so it is what it is.
Well, what's the motivation though, like behind, you know, the lifestyle that you lived in though? Like, was it, did you grow up poor or something? Was it shitting on people that, you know, that doubted you? Was it, you know, the females that used to play you or something? You know, some people have motivations behind what they do.
Well, shit, honestly, man, I wouldn't say I grew up poor. I mean, I had a roof over my head. I had like a mom, you know, that struggled to, you know, make sure she did what was necessary to provide for me and my family. But I mean, I definitely came from, you know, humble beginnings. And I mean, shit, everything that I got and I acquired, I mean, back then I wasn't even thinking about, you know, like, oh, I want to hustle and get this shit. I was just trying to change my circumstances. I was living by the day and just worried about perfecting my craft, my grind. And that's what got me where I was at, you know what I mean? Shit, I ain't never think I would be able to buy a new car, nice shit, you know what I mean? I didn't think like that. I was just trying to, you know, make it for the day. And it grew to this, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, I seen, I was looking on News and Observer, and I seen where, you know, you got caught up in some shit. You got caught with like almost, what, 27 grams? 27 pounds? Not grams, but 27 pounds of marijuana. And you buying it out too. What was it, $1 million?
Well, this is a situation. I didn't personally get caught with anything.
Yeah.
You know, they went to a place and found that amount and said it was mine. And, you know, that's why, you know, still in court, still been waiting. I ain't had a court date since last year on that shit. You know, it's a bullshit charge, but yeah, it was enough for them to come pick me up. The bond was supposed to be, you know, 100,000 at max. Shit ended up being 1.2 million, 1.25. So I sat in there and basically they put a Nibia hearing on my bond. What a Nibia hearing is, you know, you can't just bond out of jail. You have to go do the bond packet, turn it in, and in 48 hours they get you in court, and you got to prove where this money is coming from. And you know, whoever co-signed for you, whatever property you put up, whoever name is in, they got to be there at this date, and they're subject to speculation. They could tell you to get on the stand and, you know, explain this and explain that. So I ended up sitting there for about 3-4 months, getting all my paperwork together, getting all my tax returns together, getting, you know, everything together I needed, you know, to go to court with. And, right when I had it at the last minute, you know, my lawyer's like, look, let me holler at the DA, show him what we got. You know, everything's legit. He should just waive this thing, you know, keep it moving. Should be cool. So I'm like, all right, bet. Comes back to me the next day. He like, look, he said if we try to make this bond, he's going to hit you with another charge. And, you know, basically we're going to have to do this thing all over again. So I advise you sit and wait. I said, all right, cool, I'll wait, you know what I mean? I'll see how this shit go. You know, they saying, oh, the feds gonna pick you up and all this shit. This is the message the DA sent it through my lawyer. So I'm like, okay, I'll sit and wait. You know, ain't no reason to waste any money, you know what I mean? Because it's still, you know, a good chunk of change. So after that transpires, another month go by. You know, it's about Thanksgiving time at this time. You know, I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? You know, you could be out with your family, but you're like, cool, I'm chilling. After Thanksgiving passed, Christmas coming up, and I'm like, man, fuck it. This bail bondsman, what it was is, this bail bondsman that I had on deck for this $1 million bond, she already had a check for the amount. She ain't cashed yet. She couldn't do nothing until, you know, we turned in the bond paperwork. But she coming up there, oh, when, you know, I'm not used to holding this kind of money. When you know, she just want me to bond out, you know, get paid type shit. But she like, I got everything, you know, I'm gonna come to court, I'm gonna, you know, do whatever. So I do the shit, you know. I like, fuck it, I try. I make bond that next morning. I come 2 hours after I made bond, guards come get me, take me downtown, hit me with another charge. CCE, continuing criminal enterprise. Another $1 million bond. So I just made this 1.2 million, I'm sitting in there waiting to go to court.
So I got, that's, I mean, 10%, what's that? That's like 120?
Oh, yeah, basically 120.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not going to claim to have paid 10%. You know, just keeping it all the way 100. But still, shit, nigga, even 5%. It's what, 50 and some change. If you do that shit twice, nigga, you spending 100 and something just to be free. And not even to really even be free. But anyway, end up going to court. This is just telling the situation how it is, so it ain't, you know, any kind of questions on like how I did what I did, because, you know, I don't know anybody who ever made $2 million in bond consecutive. I don't. But anyway, so fuck it, make this bond 48 hours. I go to court. They subpoena all my family, people that got property, that put up property for me, everything. Had this long hair. Everything was legit with the paperwork. They didn't even call none of my family up there. They grilled the bail bondsman for like an hour, 2 hours and some change. We just sitting there listening to this shit, going over her insurance, fucking anything you could find. They had a Department of Insurance come in there and grill her, go over all her paperwork. The shit get denied. After all that, because of the bail bondsman, they're like, yo, her insurance don't cover. I think she only had like a $500,000 coverage on her shit. My shit $1 million. They're like, yo, she got to fix that. Can't do it, whatever, whatever. So I'm walking in that bitch deflated. I done put up this bread, shit like that. Turns out it take her like a couple more weeks to get some insurance shit right with her. She ended up getting another packet. My lawyer took it to the judge. He signed off on the shit. And then it was a wrap. I was out of there, made the other $1 million bond. And shit, I've been here ever since. Yes.
Yeah. Now, was you doing the music thing back then, or you just started after that situation?
Well, I started this entertainment company. A couple of my homeboys that I was really getting it on with, you know, was making music. So the plan at first was just to push them. Before, you know, all this situation happened, you know, I didn't really want the spotlight. I was good, you know what I mean?
You trying to be in the background, like P. or some shit.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean? Getting money, nigga, doing this shit, but ain't trying to be like, you know, front and center. I mean, if I could put my homeboy on, he really love the craft, you know what I mean? You know, let's do it or whatever. But, so that was the vision at first, you know, was making music, but wasn't putting anything out, you know, just kind of working with my homeboy. And like right when we was about to get the ball rolling with shit and come out, the situation happened. So, and the time when I was, you know, sitting back and, you know, locked up, I'm not gonna lie, everybody thought I was done. Niggas like, oh yeah, this nigga, you know, he had his run, he out of here. So no one expected me to come back. So it was like niggas weren't really working. People wasn't really like making moves, you know, being consistent, like, you know, like how we set forth to do. So when I got home, I'm like, fuck it. They already put my business out there, put me all on the news, all on Twitters. You know, niggas didn't know what I really looked like before this whole situation. So I was like, fuck it. Shit, time to tell my story, where I come from, you know what I mean?
That's what's up. Now, what was the first song that, you know, really gave you the confidence to really, you know that you got this shit in the lot?
Shit, life, you know what I mean? That's where I come from, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, that shit wasn't really like music to me. It was more like therapy. I was just, you know, saying what I knew. And then, you know, niggas like this shit. Niggas feeling it.
Yeah, I see you just at Raleigh Day too. You know what I'm saying? You performed. You got a song with Cash Moolah. I interviewed him. Mm-hmm. How did that collab come about? And how was your experience at the Raleigh Day, man?
Well, shit. First of all, Cash Moolah, he's dope. Real dope artist. Been fucking with bruh for forever. You know what I mean? Good dude. Solid dude. But he was actually an artist that I started working with too before, you know, this whole situation happened. And, you know, he's kind of like, you know, like I said, like a real good partner of mine aside from the music. So when, you know, naturally when I seen him basically doing this shit and I started my thing, it was only right that, you know, we come together and make some shit happen. And shit, we made it in the beginning stages of this before it was, you know, anything really shaking, before, you know, we was going to big studios. Shit, we was in the trap making music, had a, you know, own little studio set up, and we just let that shit go, you know what I mean? We made the record, we sat on it, you know, we was like, oh, this shit hot, you know what I mean? We fucking with it, and then niggas was really fucking with it, and then we like, shit, let's do it. It was history. Yeah, it was history.
Yeah, I was on your Instagram page. I see you got like, you sitting on like, what, how many videos? 4 or 5?
Man, at least.
Why you ain't dropping them yet, though? When do you plan on dropping them?
Honestly, man, I just feel like the time had to be right. And right about now, it's about right. It was a lot of shit going on in the landscape. A lot of artists in the city pushing their projects and shit like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let, you know, everybody get that, you know, that shit out the way. And then I'm gonna pipe up, because I already know it's bigger than just dropping a video right now and just because you want to put it out fast and you want people to see you. It's about doing it right and being, you know,
right timing.
Yeah, exactly. Everything got to be the right timing, man. Yeah. And as far as like material, you can never have too much. So sitting on it ain't never a bad thing to me.
Okay, then what can we be expecting from you from, you know, from now to the rest of 2018, man? Like, what's some goals you want to achieve in this music shit?
Shit. Be booked up. That calendar filled. That's it. I'm trying to be on the road all year. I ain't trying to be home. Shit, I've been home long enough. You know what I mean?
Is there anybody you look forward to collabing with in North Carolina?
I mean, shit, if the opportunity right and the time right or whatever, you know, maybe, but it ain't nobody in mind that I would say off the rip, you know, honestly.
Yeah. But let the people know where they can follow you at, man, if they're trying to get in contact with you, see your videos, book you for features, shows.
Shit, download that joint on Apple Music, Life, Box Carlito. Shit, follow me on Lombardi Boys. on Instagram, Big Mouth Media on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Shit, you know, go pick it up. If you want it, you know where to find it. It's your boy.